Good morning. Once again, this is Harry's World on a Sunday, and I've come to talk to you today about something that has rather annoyed me. And I'm going to ask you all to bear with me, and I want you to listen to actually what I'm going to say. Now, today's talk is about men and women up and down this land who are managers. Now, you might be thinking, what the hell's he going to talk about? Well, there are some very, very, very good managers in industries in this country of ours. And since I left school at the age of 15, I have had the pleasure of working with some very, very good managers. And I have worked for some very, very bad managers. The thing that is infuriating me to a point, but when a manager becomes a manager, be it junior management, trainee, middle management, upper management, or the top management, why is it that they tend to forget about for morals and how to treat people as people would want to be treated? And I know there's a lot of you out there who have to go to work and you're told, well, if you don't like it, you know where the door is. Well, what an awful attitude to have for your staff. First of all, these are men and women who keep your companies going. Without these men and women, you awful managers, wouldn't be in the position you are. It was brought to my attention just the other day. I'm going to put this over here because I'm going to demonstrate something. Right, I'll just demonstrate. It's just hold that there. I'll just get that. Right, hold it. I've got to get this right because I want to show you something. It was given to me the other day that a manager was going round his staff where he took over. It was a new position and he was the manager and he turned up and he's going round to his staff doing this. Can you see that? It's a triangle, isn't it? Well, what? I said, well, what the hell does that mean? And his reply was, that's me at the top and that's you at the bottom. Now, what an awful way, an absolutely awful way to introduce yourself to your staff, your team. Now, I used to be a shop steward and I thought I was fair. I worked both with management and the gentlemen and ladies who were in my charge as a shop steward. But we always had agreement. There was the odd row, understandably, but that was working with a good manager. We came together and we got our heads together, and when people were in trouble, this type of manager, he said to me, don't worry, they'll be all right. They'll probably get a written warning or their knuckles rapped. And then I used to say, well, all right, I won't tell them, but I did, just because I thought, well, they're probably sitting indoors worrying, and I thought, well, I used to ring them up and say, look, don't worry, you're going to be all right. You're either going to get a final written warning or you're going to get your knuckles rapped, but please, just accept it and don't do it again. You know that the misdemeanour that you done was wrong. And as long as they knew that, as long as they understood that, everything was fine. But there just seems to be this excellence. That's a jolly good word for a Sunday word of the day. Excellence, who just think because they're managers they can run right over everybody. It used to be a saying where I worked, when a gentleman got a pair of stripes, yes, this is in the funeral industry, when an operative or whatever got made up and got a pair of stripes, it totally changed him. He went from a very nice young man to becoming, oh, look at me, I've got the stripes on now, I'm where, you will do as I told. Yet the other week he was your friend, and now he's talking to you like you're just something on the end of his shoe. And this has got to stop. Now then, also, it's been brought to my attention that there were a few changes in a certain company, which I'm not going to name, but believe you me. And so there was a sort of change of personnel, some, shops got changed and things like that. And so some staff were passed over to another team and the other staff went to another team that way. And the manager didn't even have the courtesy to welcome his new staff or his staff to his team. Not even a phone call, not even one of those soppy emails or anything, or to be there in the morning saying, thank you for coming. We can understand you might not be too happy, but this is the way that we do things. If there's anything we can do, we'll help you out. Have a cup of tea with a person. Get to know the person. But these people just don't seem to know how to talk to people. Now, there are some jolly good managers out there who know how to treat their staff, know how to talk to their staff. But what I'm going to say to you now is, remember, there are more of you than there are of them. So tell these people, get together collectively and say, look, you can't go around talking to us like that. I wouldn't. Who do you think you are? Who do you think you are? Now then, that's the rant. But it does annoy me that these people, these managers, they don't know how to talk to people, and there's no need for. Let's go to work in a happier environment. Let's all work together as a team. If someone gets a problem, then you help them. Everybody helps one another. Don't just sit up in your ivory tower saying to yourself, well, have the men, you can't bloody well do that. And it does annoy me. It really does annoy me. But that's a slight rant for today. It's Sunday again, as I say, and this is Harry's World. I'm going to fade out with a little.
Every morning,
I've got to find some music. Anyway, we'll carry on for a minute. Yes. Yesterday evening we had a birthday party for her indoors. I won't, as I told you before, I'm not going to say how old she is because she kind of, but we had a lovely time. Had some lovely cake, and if you saw my chocolate cake on the internet or Facebook, that's what they call it, Facebook, it went down rather well, and I must admit I was jolly well pleased with it, jolly, but that was with the help of Harry the Baker. So that's that. Anyway, as you know, I'm off on an adventure soon with her indoors. Hopefully we'll have some fun and I'll be able to come back with some stories on the next Harry's World. I'm sorry this one's been a little bit serious, but it does wind me up, these managers. Who do they think they are sometimes? Why is it they just can't blooming well learn how to talk to people. Anyway, they all get found out in the end because they all get sacked. They all get moved on somewhere else. They end up another company wreaking hell. They're like a bloody tornado, really. Oh, but let's try and stamp this sort of management out. Let's work together. All the people are, for want of it, without us and without you, they can't do anything. I'm not saying go and bugger them up, but, work together as a team and say, no, enough is enough. We don't come to work to be threatened by you or your bosses. Let's work together as a team. Work together as a team. Anyway, gotta go. Harry's World. I love you all. Love you all. And I'll see you soon. God bless. And we'll fade out with some nice Sunday morning music. God bless. Love you all. Bye-bye. God bless everyone. See you soon. A little bit serious this one, but it kind of means something to me. Alright, God bless. See you all. Bye.